the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Here.
Trustee McFetrich. Here. Trustee Trombley.
Here.
Trustee Garrett. Here. Mayor Martin.
Here. You want to do your job now, or you want to wait until?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm fine.
Okay, have the approval of the minutes, March 13th, 2017.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Is there any changes, discussion items?
Looks good to me.
Have you heard from the attorney about the two local laws?
No.
No? Okay. And again, we want to thank Stewart's for their generous donation.
The only addition, I guess, if we wanted to put it in the minutes, was I did emphasize that this Christmas fund that Stewart's does do for the community, it's worthwhile to put the money into these funds because it gets paid back directly, and that there was over $1 million that they matched this year, so it was their biggest season yet.
That was great.
So, and I thought I had mentioned it, maybe I didn't, but we can pretend that I did, but I'm pretty sure I did.
We can add it in the minutes, and
But,
they are very generous.
yeah, they are,
Yeah,
they are.
really generous.
They're good company.
Yeah.
All right, so no further discussion. All those in favor of approval signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Petition, presentation of petitions, communications, notices, general question period for members of the community. I guess now is the time to do this. If I can find it, we'll do it now, so I only have to do it once a year. Guidelines for public comment. The public shall be allowed to speak only during the public comment period of the meeting or at such other time as the majority of the board shall allow. Speakers must be recognized by the presiding officer. Speakers must give their name, address, and organization, if any. Board members may, with the permission of the mayor, interrupt the speaker during their remarks, but only for the purpose of clarification of information. All remarks shall be addressed to the board as a body and not to any member thereof. Speakers shall observe the commonly accepted rules of courtesy, decorum, dignity, and good taste. Interested parties or their representatives may address the board by written communications. Written communications shall be delivered to the clerk treasurer or their designee. Thank you. Got that done for the year.
Well, unless.
Unless I feel it's necessary to do it again. Okay,
I used to be regularly done.
gentlemen, do you have anything to say? Would you like to comment? Now's your time to give us heck if you aren't.
I think I'm good.
Okay. All right. That's a public hearing at 7?
7.
Okay. Mr. Tetro's not here. Do my report. Good evening and welcome to the 2017 organizational meeting for the Village of Champlain. I would like to thank all of those who came out to vote on March 21st. The turnout was not that large, but it showed that there are folks out there that wish to vote for matters of importance here in the village. We have a wonderful little village that has undergone some upheaval with the current water project, which mercifully, I'll say it again, but will come to a conclusion soon. There are plans in the works for revitalizing the village core, changes in our zoning laws, and renewed attention to the blighted buildings causing concern on our main street. We believe that most of our residents support the village board's attempts to make improvements to our village and have shown a great deal of patience, concern, and cooperation as we move forward. Good things will happen if we invest time and effort in attaining our goals. I would like to congratulate Janet and Kim on their re-election to the village board. Having board stability is very important when all members agree and work toward a common goal with positive results for all. The current board of trustees have been working together for a number of years and have accomplished many things that make our village a little better for our residents. For that, I would like to thank them all for their service to the community. The budget we have for the 2017-2018 fiscal year, which we are presenting for approval at this meeting, is one that addresses the needs for the village for the coming year. Road and sidewalk repair, repairing the salt shed, maintaining our current equipment and buildings, installing more energy efficient blowers at the wastewater plant, vast improvements at the water plant with softer water and increased water pressure, changes in our zoning laws to make it easier for small businesses to start, while keeping the tax rate steady for the coming year. The village is financially healthy, and we plan to do all we can to keep it that way while making improvements to keep the village moving forward. Ready for this? Thank you for the privilege of your time.
Can you do Mary's, do the oaths first?
I was on a roll. Okay, we'll administer the oath of office to the incumbents.
Sign until you don't.
Yep.
Yep. And then they sign it and you can sign it. Please repeat after me, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, I've never done this before. I, Gregory Martin,
I, Gregory Martin,
do solemnly swear
solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of New York State,
and the Constitution of New York State,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of mayor.
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of mayor.
So help me God.
So help me God. Or someone of that nature.
Yay.
You got it memorized yet?
Not quite. I, Janet McFetrich.
I, Janet McFetrich,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee.
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee.
Illegal kick, back 5 yards.
Thank you.
I, Kim Champlain.
I, Kim Champlain,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
I will support the Constitution of the United States
I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee.
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of trustee.
How many times we've signed that book?
I know.
A few.
A whole lot.
A few.
Now we can talk.
I love science.
All right.
No, not a bit.
Okay.
20 minutes.
Then the trustees report, Mr. Trombley, you're first.
Okay. Ooh. Now, really prepared. Our awning is done. They contacted me today, so I should have time. I'm planning, if not, I'll do it next week, but tomorrow I got pivot going on, but I'm gonna be going to Plattsburgh, so I'll pick it up.
Very good, thank you.
And do we have a good place to store that for, until we get Marvin back there, the windows, get that put out?
We can sort it, I don't know if we can get it up the stairs. We
No.
can start in the back and cover it with plastic or something.
Yeah, I just didn't wanna put it, where it was last time, it's gonna get damaged.
Yeah. We'll find a
Like
place.
right here.
We'll wrap it in plastic or something, find a place.
And-
Push comes to shove, we can take it down, put it in my garage.
Okay. That's fine. So I'll get that home tomorrow anyways. Y'all get a chance to decide?
Gorgeous,
Does it sound
yes.
great?
Mhm. Beautiful.
We'll get that put up at the same time when he comes back. So we're gonna put it together.
But it'll look good, it'll look very nice.
And then you should have been copied with the explanations from the engineer in regards to his quote. I think that it's very, once he explained everything, it's kind of standard, I think, in a sense. And as far as the mileage, I mean, as long as we don't drag him up here for a lot of extra meetings and stuff or presentations, it's not gonna, you know, it shouldn't amount to much, because it's not gonna be additional mileage to start the initial measuring and planning and stuff. It's more for going forward. And of course, as you see, if we choose a path forward and choose a plan, then we're gonna have additional costs for that final drawing to go out to bid. That'll be a separate,
Did he say how much that would be?
no,
I didn't see that in there, so I was just curious.
no, he didn't say that.
At least we'll have something to work with,
Yeah,
something to look at our options and see what we want, what direction we wanna go in.
yeah, it's gonna come down to dollars.
Yeah,
You know, none of us wanna spend any more than we already have saved for it, so. And we made that very clear to all the engineers when we interviewed them, so. So that's all I've got. Oh, no, I take that back. Take that back, we
Too
just
late.
came from a meeting. Reminder to everybody that this Saturday night is the Comedy for Food event, a fundraiser to raise funds for the JCEO. So please come and attend, and could use your support and your donations of dollars. It should be fun. We're gonna have plenty of food, and doing sandwiches and cheese and crackers, and lots of popcorn. Cumberland 12 building the popcorn price. Pretty cool.
Oh,
Yeah. The bar will be open. There will be refreshments.
okay. Well, they got my ticket early.
incorrigible.
So that's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Tom. Amy?
Congratulations to you all for being reelected.
Thank you.
It's an honor to continue serving with you for another year at least. Made application for the Fitness in the Park grant. There may be some changes, so once I finally submitted it, the owner of Center Stage recontacted me and said the original date she gave us is now a conflict with the previous municipality that she worked with. So she then offered me another date, which is the same date as Rouse's Point is doing an event, so I said that we weren't available for that. And so really the only possible other time that there is not something going on is all the way to August 21st for that. So I'm not sure if they'll even approve all three of these, so I reached back out to Heather and I said, is there any way to do the 24th, but I've not heard back. I've sent 3 messages now, so as it stands currently, we are going to be doing 2 weeks of cardio fitness, which is going to be done by Global Fitness. It's going to be offered in 2 one-week camp sessions. So it'll be July 10th through the 14th and August 7th through the 11th at 6:15 p.m. It is open to everyone of all ages. So it'll be kind of nice to get a whole family thing going, and they will cater it to the variety of age groups that are there. Taekwondo also will be presented by Global Fitness, and they will be doing it July 17th through 21st at 4 p.m. And then again on August 14th through the 18th, also at 4 p.m. To keep it consistent. And what she'll do with the second week of camp, there'll be like a refresher the first day, partial, and then go into new things. So it's not going to be the same exact camp over again. It's going to be building upon what they've started. Hip hop dance was scheduled for July 24th through 28th for ages 6 through 9, starting at 1 p.m. And then at 2 p.m. It would be hip hop for anyone 10 and up. Thought that would be kind of fun to do. So the Village of Rouse's Point also made application for events. They are doing archery, karate, and hip-hop dance as well. And then the town of Champlain made application for Zumba, fly fishing, and dodgeball/games. So our summer is packed between the three municipalities for things to offer a little bit different activities. The camps are 1 hour sessions, so I think it's very, very doable and should keep our youth involved in some fun activities this summer. We will hear whether we've been approved by next meeting. So at the end of this month, we're supposed to know.
And it doesn't matter, the municipality, they can go to either or all.
Correct. You can go every single one of these, so that's why we didn't want to double up having things during the same week, so that participation would be at the highest. So it doesn't matter,
They can go to all three.
frankly, right. And frankly, if you don't live in our municipality, you can still attend these. However, first come is to those who live within, but it's first come, first serve. It's opened up to, you know, the responses that we get.
It's a good
So I'm
program.
kind of excited. I hope we get a good response from it. So we'll see. I did not hear anything back from the grant I wrote for last month for the horseshoe pits. So I'm keeping my fingers crossed. That's supposed to be very beginning of April here, so we should hear on that, which will be kind of exciting.
That'd be a good addition.
And I also reached out to the same people for possibly getting some Tai Chi for our elderly, which is supposed to help with arthritis and other things. Mind and body, all is one. So we'll keep you up to date on that too. So, and if anyone has any other items or things they know that want me to write a grant for, just let me know. That's it.
Very good. Thank you. Trustee McFetrich?
This Friday is a story hour, the monthly story hour at 6:30 at the Champlain Meeting House. Also on Saturday, in addition to the comedy show, is the slow art exhibit from 1 to 4. So I hope people come to that and then go to the comedy show. I wrote a grant through the New York State Forestry Council, and it was awarded, and we're going to have an Arbor Day celebration. It'll be at the end of April or beginning of May, and that includes the purchase of 5 maple trees, and some kind of community event where we'll have some speakers and music and treats, and probably have a walk around the village identifying trees. And then I'm looking for some people to be on a tree committee. So if you can recommend people that you know are good with tree identification, health, those are the people that I want. And part of this grant is that we plant trees, but also we save the ones that we have. So we do need a committee. Mary and the mayor and I worked many long hours on the grant for the electric vehicle chargers. It was finally submitted. Finally, I emphasize finally, like at the very last minute.
We still had a couple hours.
Oh, I don't think so. It was due at 3 and I think it was like 2:30 or something, I don't
Oh, we
know.
still have
Anyway,
Sounds like a
Anyway.
money move.
we finally got that in, and we'll see what happens there. I've been meeting with quite a few groups who are interested in economic development in the village, so as that moves forward, I'll let you know. We are at the end of the waterfront revitalization study. It actually ended on the 31st. So they're preparing their final report, their final packet. If we want another public hearing, we can have that. I guess I'll wait and see what they come up with before we decide, and I'll ask the committee. Basically, I think it's those maps behind you, though it hasn't changed too much. That Arbor Day grant, the 5 trees, I think I'm going to base on the maps. I'm going to see how they designed the trees, where they were going to be planted, and we'll just kind of follow that pattern. Because remember last month, I also mentioned we're getting 50 white pine trees. So we also have to think about where there's going to go. And then speaking of plants, there's going to be a workshop on beginning plants from seeds on April 23rd at 2 p.m. at the Meeting House. And I think that's it. Am I forgetting anything?
No,
No.
Lots of things
those
going
date
on.
you said,
The 23rd,
I think I put it in here, thank you.
that's all I can think of right now.
Okay.
And I'm
Yeah.
pleased to be joining you for another 2 years. Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, Kim? Trustee Tremblay. Be formal today.
Okay. I really don't have anything, and I know we've got a long meeting, but, I just wanted to echo what Mayor Martin said, thanking the village residents for getting out and truly putting their faith in us as a board. And, 'cause you put your faith in, 5 people sitting here and hope that they're gonna do the very best that they can for you, so, just wanna thank the village residents for getting out and doing that. And, I think I'm the longest standing person on this board right now, but it's always a pleasure to work with you guys.
Thank you.
You've been around for a long time too.
Long time.
Pretty good.
And
Congratulations to all. Okay. Yes? Done? Yes? Okay. The report from the clerk treasurer.
Everyone has their March report for expense and revenues.
This budget's right on. Okay, to the warrant.
We have some additional invoices to the warrant. The additional invoices are $1,242.19 for a total warrant of $12,863.24.
Motion to approve.
so moved.
Second.
Second.
Is there discussion on the warrant?
Really good to me. Let's see, let's do that.
A lot of this will be reimbursable from the project. So.
Yeah.
A lot of the Prescott stuff, right?
Yeah, and others. The Sam's Club stuff, a lot of that stuff will be,
That's credit cards from there, that's why.
yeah.
Oh, that's why it comes up like that,
Yeah, I mean, it's the same.
Yeah.
Sam's.
makes sense.
Looks like we do a lot of shopping there, but
All right, there's no further discussion on the warrant. We have a motion, we have a second. Have a roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
Aye. Superintendent Gallagher.
been a busy 3 weeks here. I guess it was a short month, but it's still busy. Snow.
Yeah,
That
I
was,
I meant to thank you guys for the hard work during the snowstorm during my report, and I forgot. Thank you very much.
I think the toughest part was the visibility for us, couldn't see.
Yeah.
Back in blind and sometimes couldn't see the road. But we made it through, no major breakdowns. As soon as we got done on the cleanup, we lost the wing on the truck, the front bolt came out, but we were able to fix it and, it's back together. Other than that, the guys spent a lot of time here. Wasn't a road here in the village that, and nobody could get through. If there was a fire or ambulance call, could've gotten anywhere, so that was a good thing.
Couldn't have gotten anybody's driveway, but
No.
you could get down
Yeah.
the roads.
Maybe I had to pull 2 cars out, I think that's it.
So
One of the
funny.
ditch on Prospect, I think we had 2 of them, but, yeah, we were in pretty good shape. Other than that, meters, we're still working on meters, it's getting tougher. The ones we have now are a lot of plumbing, repiping, so those are getting a little bit harder for us to do. Other than that, that's about all I've got right now. I know I've got some guys are taking vacation too. I've got one guy on vacation now, and then another couple weeks, I'll move the guy on vacation, so we're gonna be busy here with, not a lot of manpower, but other than that, as soon as things get dried up here, we're gonna start our spring cleanup. Elm Street dump yard. Just wanna remind everybody, if you have questions on what can go in there, call the village office. If it's not from, if you're not a village resident, it's not from the village, your village property, it's not allowed, you can't come from the outside and put it in, and there is video surveillance. So if we do catch you bringing stuff that's not supposed to be, or from the outside, even if people that try to sneak stuff in there, will have to follow laws and whatever, be punishable by law, so. If you have questions, don't hesitate to call and find out. Other than that, it's all I've got.
Well, I want to echo Trustee Trombley's thank you to you and the crew for taking care of the streets so well over that stormy area. And I noticed that you did not mention the water project. Well, I want you to know that this is, we know it's been tough on you and the crew.
There's light at the end of the tunnel, it's coming.
Yes, but there's one term here. I am still very busy trying to babysit and correct issues that arise daily. For that, I know how frustrating it is for you. And for that, a deep feeling of concern, and thank you.
No problem.
Yes.
And I'll pass along to the guys too. I thanked them, they were here for, 30-some hours straight. And one of them left for a couple hours, went home, and then one left for an hour. We'll fill the stove and get a sandwich and come back, and almost didn't make it back. The roads were so bad. But other than that, the guys had started one morning, didn't go home till 5 o'clock the next night, so it was busy. It was busy for them.
Great job.
Strenuous. I think we used 3 tanks of fuel in the truck. I mean, it was, for a while there, it was a little touch and go.
We saw the bill that you
Yeah,
fixed for FEMA.
yeah.
It's a large amount of money for one snowstorm. Range of 10,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Well, it adds up.
that's for wages and
Fuel,
Truck and
sand,
fuel.
and, you figure it
Thank
out.
God we were finally included in the state of emergency.
Well, we don't know. This
Oh,
is,
wait.
No.
we don't know. This is, everybody has to submit, we don't know.
The county's presenting,
So,
hopefully.
we may get.
Possibility,
I
but
thought
we
they
don't know.
finally added us in.
No,
No.
Clinton, Essex, and Franklin are the only
They're
three.
trying, but they don't know if we'll go anywhere. They wanna see what the cost is and look at it that way.
Seriously?
So,
Didn't we get the most snow in the entire state?
No,
Yeah,
I think so.
I think so.
I think so too.
okay.
This is one of the few areas that non-essential employees had to come to work,
Mhm.
where most places, I
Right.
mean, I'm not saying Clinton, Franklin, I mean, Essex, Jefferson, I mean, there's, other than that, a lot of them, they didn't have to show up. But, seem to get pushed to the side up here.
Any questions for Mike, comments?
No.
Thank you, Mike.
Thanks,
Nice
Mike.
job.
Okay,
7 o'clock,
I need a motion to go out of the regular meeting.
So moved.
Second,
second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to go into the public hearing.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Public hearing annual budget. We approved the budget temporarily, I guess, or conditionally 2 months ago. There hasn't been any changes there. I think it's a good budget. I think it's a workable budget. I think it's one that everybody could be happy with, at least to a large extent. There were some changes, but nothing that was so great that really warranted a lot of financial upheaval or changes. So, since no one's here to comment on the budget, I make a motion to approve the 2017-2018 budget as it is.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Is there any discussion on this?
Thanks for all the hard
Yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks for
thank
hard
you.
work.
Thanks for all the work.
Girls,
Ladies,
all of you.
thank you.
Right there's those two.
Had to get it done.
Thank you.
Good job.
Okay, Juanita, will have a roll call, please.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee McFetrich.
Aye.
Trustee Trombley.
Aye.
Trustee Garrett.
Aye.
Mayor Martin.
Aye. Okay, Need a motion to come out of the public hearing?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. I need a motion to go back into the regular meeting.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Okay. There's no correspondence.
No.
Wow,
I don't think I've ever seen that.
I don't know.
New business, nothing on the new business that I know of. On these, we got a couple things that we want to act on here. One is the window replacement with base yard construction. Tom, you want to comment on the
You wanna get a
further
mo- get-
explanation?
You wanna get a motion on the floor first?
Yes, let's have a motion to approve the replacement of two windows, one on the first floor, Mike's office, one on the second floor, for the sum of $1,649.30.
So moved.
Have a second?
I'll second.
Okay, would you like to explain? Thomas Murnane, B, and is hereby appointed village attorney for the term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the retainer set by the annual budget appropriation. Mary Sousa, B, and is hereby appointed deputy clerk for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation. Michael Jolliker, B, and is hereby appointed superintendent of public works for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2098. Oh, sorry. 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation. Michael Tatro, B, and is hereby appointed fire, building codes, and zoning enforcement officer for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation. Juanita Munoz, B, and is hereby appointed records access manager for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at no salary. Mary Sousa, B, and is hereby appointed registrar of vital statistics for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation. Reginald LaFontaine, B, and is hereby appointed to the planning board for a term of 5 years, expiring April 4th, 2002, at no salary. All members voted. I don't think we need to do a roll call. All members approve this resolution, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Resolution carries. Mayoral committee appointments, designations, April 3rd, 2017 to April 2nd, 2018. The following appointments were offered by Mayor Martin. Deputy Mayor Amy Gehrig. Water and Sewer Commissioner Thomas Tremblay. Deputy Commissioner Kim Tremblay. Street Commissioner Kim Tremblay. Deputy Commissioner Janet Kefedrich. Equipment Tool Commissioner Amy Gehrig. Deputy Commissioner Janet Kefedrich. I'm having trouble speaking tonight, sorry. Property Building Commissioner Kim Tremblay. Deputy Commissioner Amy Gehrig. Parks Recreation Commissioner Amy Gehrig. Deputy Commissioner Janet Kefedrich. Personnel Commissioner Amy Gehrig. Deputy Commissioner Kim Tremblay. Harassment Committee Member Kim Tremblay. Harassment Committee Member Janet McFedrich. Shared Services Commissioner Thomas Tremblay. Deputy Commissioner Kim Tremblay. Insurance Commissioner Amy Gehrig. Planning Board Liaison Thomas Tremblay. Zoning Board Liaison Gregory Martin. Champlain Fire District Liaison Gregory Martin. Chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals Clark Burdick. Vice Chairperson of the ZBA Peter Visconti. Chairperson of the Planning Board Keith Ketterer. Vice Chairman of the Planning Board Norman Kozlowski. Budget Officer Gregory Martin. Recreation Committee Amy Gehrig. Motion was made by, I need a motion
So moved.
and a second
Second.
to accept these appointments. All members voted.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Board appointments. The following appointments were made by the Board of Trustees. Claire Clark and Marie Dupuy, B, and are hereby appointed inspectors of election for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation, with Marie Dupuy as chairperson. Beverly Maynard, B, and is hereby appointed village historian for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation. Kimberly McGoldrick, B, and is hereby appointed recreation leader for a term of 1 year, expiring April 2nd, 2018, at the salary set by annual budget appropriation. Need a motion to approve?
So moved.
Need a second?
Second.
These board appointments. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Board designations. Village board meetings. A trustee was made by, need a motion to approve this designation.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
That the second Monday night of each month be and is hereby designated as the official meeting night of the village board during the year, April 3rd, 2017 through April 2nd, 2018. At the time, be at 6:30 p.m. at the village office, 1104 Route 9, Champlain, New York. Further, a copy of said resolution be forwarded to the news media and others having an interest in said meetings and requesting copies thereof, thereby officially notifying the public as required by law and in meeting with the obligations of the Freedom of Information Act. Also, that said meeting dates be posted in one conspicuous place in the village as required by law. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Zoning Board of Appeals meetings. I need a motion for this. I need a second for this.
Second.
That the second Wednesday night of each month be and is hereby designated as the official meeting night of the Zoning Board of Appeals during the year April 3rd, 2017 through April 2nd, 2018. And the time be at 5 p.m. at the village office, 1104 Route 9, Champlain, New York. Further, a copy of said resolution be forwarded to the news media and others having an interest in said meetings and requesting copies thereof, thereby officially notifying the public as required by law and in meeting with the obligations of the Freedom of Information Act. Also, that said meeting dates be posted in one conspicuous place in the village as required by law. All those in favor of this?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Planning Board meetings. Need a motion to
So
approve?
moved.
Have a second?
Second.
That the third Wednesday night of each month be and is hereby designated as the official meeting night of the Planning Board during the year April 3rd, 2017 through April 2nd, 2018. And the time be at 5 p.m. at the village office, 1104 Route 9, Champlain, New York. Further, a copy of said resolution be forwarded to the news media and others having an interest in said meetings and requesting copies thereof, thereby officially notifying the public as required by law and in the meeting the obligations of the Freedom of Information Act. Also, that said meeting dates be posted in one conspicuous place in the village as required by law. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Official bank depositors. Need a motion?
So moved.
Have a second.
Second.
That TD Bank, Shazy Branch Office, Key Bank of New York, NA, Champlain Branch Office, Chase Manhattan Bank, New York, New York, Key Trust Company, Albany, New York, USDA Rural Development, Ithaca, New York, and the Champlain National Bank, Champlain Branch Office be are hereby designated as the official bank depositories of village funds during the year April 3rd, 2017 through April 2nd, 2018. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Payment of claims.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Champlain has determined to authorize payment in advance of audit of claims for public utility services, postage, freight, and express charges, and whereas all such claims shall be presented at the next regular board meeting of audit, and whereas the claimant and officer incurring or approving the same shall be jointly and severally liable for any motion disallowed by the Board of Trustees. Now, therefore, be it resolved, Section 1, that the Board of Trustees authorizes payment in advance of audit of claims for public utility services, postage, freight, and express charges, and all such claims shall be presented at the next regular board meeting for audit, and the claimant and officer incurring or approving the same shall be jointly and severely liable for any amount disallowed by the Board of Trustees. Section 2, this resolution shall take place immediately. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We did have a motion, didn't we?
We did.
Okay, I'm just stalling for time so I can swallow a couple of things.
Yeah.
Mileage reimbursement. Whereas, okay, thank you. Need a motion?
I make a motion.
Okay, second?
Second.
Okay, to approve the resolution as written. Whereas the Board of Trustees of the Village of Champlain has determined to pay a fixed rate for mileage as reimbursement to officers and employees of the village who use their personal automobiles while performing their official duties on behalf of the village. Now, therefore, be it resolved, Section 1, that the Board of Trustees shall approve reimbursement of such officers and employees at the rate of 55 cents per mile. Section 2, this resolution shall take effect immediately. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion for the Youth Commission?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
That the village continues participation in and with joint projects with the Town of Champlain Youth Program and with the Clinton County Youth Bureau as a member of said county-wide youth organization. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Only 8 more pages. Official newspaper. Need a motion?
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
That the Press Republican, Plattsburgh, New York, and the Sun Community News, Elizabethtown, New York be and are hereby designated the official newspapers of the Village of Champlain during the year April 3rd, 2017 through April 2nd, 2018. All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Need a motion for the 2018-2019 organizational meeting.
Make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
That the annual organizational meeting set for the 2018 official year and for the various appointments and committees be and is hereby scheduled for April 2nd, 2018 at 6:30 p.m. at the village office, 1104 Route 9, Champlain, New York. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. The Board of Trustees, I need a motion to approve the village policies.
So moved.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, the Board of Trustees reviewed the following village policies: investment policy, procurement policy, personnel policy, and rules and procedures for public meetings. We've already done the Teamsters contract a year ago, I believe. Okay, we have a motion, we have a second to approve all policies as written. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. It was moved by trustee that there being no further business to come before the board.
I make a motion.
Have a second?
Second.
That there being no further business to come before this board. Same was declared adjourned at
7:20.
7:20. All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, if you want, I have the investment policy, the personnel policy, the Teamsters, and the procedures for public meetings. We have done our business. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
like the abridged version tonight,
I do too.
grouping it all together instead of us having to say after each one.
Good job.